All right, so we actually just have to make a quick pit stop to the post office to get out these enthusiast orders. As we were away down in Grenada, we got some orders for some large decals. We've got some flat brims and some trucker style hats going out here. And then of course the iconic Lift Elite Offset Repeat shirt. So let's go hit the post office. Well, come to find out, the post office out here in Ephrata actually closes at 12 p.m. like a majority of the other post offices that close at 2 p.m. But while we're here, we'll check on the P.O. box. I haven't checked on this in a while. Looks like there's a few things in there. The P.O. box down in the description below if you guys are at all interested in sending anything out to be featured on the channel, but no pressure on that one. So the goal of the day was to actually leave with less boxes than I arrived with, but it looks like all of you that placed orders out on the Enthusiast website will have to wait until Monday to get your orders shipped out, but you guys should see them midweek. I wanted to share something with you guys real brief. Sunglasses are off, I know. You guys are gonna call it out, but I can't really see shit in the garage when I have the sunglasses on. So anyway, so I went out and I ordered all the Groomsmen, these knives. They're pretty nice knives, black anodized. They come with a little glass breaker and like a rope cutter. They have a little clip on the back and you know, they switch out. It's a pretty sharp knife. It's made by Tac Force for anybody that wanted to know. But anyway, they have custom embroidering on them. And as you can see, mine says Jack, me the groom, which is kind of funny because there's a story behind that. So went out on Etsy. I ordered these things. It was relatively simple. And you just specified which individual's name went on each knife. And then you specified their role in the wedding. So what I did was I went through and I said, all right, this person is a groomsman. This person's my best man. And then I said, I'm Jack and you know, this is me the groom. And the company ended up embroidering me, the groom, into this knife. So I thought about returning it, but I figured it was kind of hilarious, and I just decided to keep shit out of these things. Let's pop them open here. Knife's working well. Haven't really gotten an opportunity to use it much. Oh man, look at this. Turn you guys around. This is really, really neat. So it looks like we've got the Dokish foundation. I don't know if I'm saying that right, so I really apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Some light reds to the maroon. We've got some more foundation, and then we've got license plate brackets. Let's read through it. Jack, here's some of our gear. Sorry for the wait. Thank you for being you and being such an inspiration to all of us. We love how interactive you are with the viewers. Truck looks awesome, and keep up the great work. Joey and Franco Dokish. So, to see this, Frankie and Joey, absolutely awesome, guys. Your gear is really sick. So now it's time to get these terrible looking stock wheels off the truck and back to the 14 wides. Well, that looks a hell of a lot better. And one more really exciting thing for you guys, we're actually expanding the Enthusiast product portfolio, which I'm very happy to announce. And we've got new products. Check these things out. So we now have camo hats added to the fleet. So we've got the camo Enthusiast snapback, which is the trucker style with the black mesh on the rear. Now we have a flat brim Enthusiast hat in camo style with black text, which is camo all around with the flat brim. Of course, we've got the full camo here, and then we've got the legacy models, which is our traditional trucker style Enthusiast hat with the mesh on the back, and then we've got the Enthusiast flat brim, which is full nylon all the way around. What's life without a little bit of improvement? Let's get into the rest of the video. All right, the good old vlog. It feels so nice to be back. You know, there's so many things that I want to cover with you guys because I've been a little distant from the YouTube channel over the past, I'd call it 2 weeks. I could have been a little more conservative and said 10 days because that's actually how long I was away, but I really didn't have much content to pump out for you guys over the course of the duration of my honeymoon. So to anybody that's new to the channel, you know, I've been relaying communications out to my previous subscriber audience that, you know, I'm getting married. So I actually did get hitched officially, guys. I've got the ring on right now, back on August 7th. The wedding was absolutely outstanding. Couldn't have worked out any better. Kind of crazy because we had planned a venue outside. So for anybody that knows, there are inherent risks to planning a wedding outside, you know, with weather and other inclement conditions. So actually, ironically, the weather leading up to the wedding and the weather just after the wedding was absolutely phenomenal because it was raining almost all day. But consequently, it actually stopped raining just a half hour before our ceremony. So we had an awesome ceremony, awesome wedding, and then we went out to Grenada for 10 days on our honeymoon. So that's kind of part of the reason that I haven't really planned on pumping out all that much content, but I am back now, guys, and my schedule has freed up quite significantly, so I do plan to get back into the normal routine schedule of 2 vlogs a week, and consistently. That way you guys have up-to-date content and an expectation as to when I will be posting videos for you all to enjoy. So we headed down to Grenada, which is one of the southernmost islands in the Caribbean, for 10 days. We stayed at a Sandals resort and it was absolutely phenomenal. The country is beautiful, it's very small, it's literally 27 miles long and 17 miles wide. I put together a little montage of all of my favorite highlights of the trip, that way you could see a country that you probably haven't ever even heard of before. So yeah, guys, the honeymoon was really awesome. To anybody that's out there considering a trip to the Caribbean, Grenada is definitely one that I would recommend. People are very friendly. America has a lot of history with basically the colonization of how that country became democratized. So there's a wide and profound respect for basically Americans down there, where sometimes you can go to other islands, and I'm not gonna, you know, throw any under the bus, and not even just in the Caribbean, any international island, period. And sometimes there could be a little bit of tension. And I really want to thank all of you that had congratulated both my wife and I on not only our wedding, but our honeymoon and that big life event. It was really cool bringing all of you guys through. And what's really neat about participating in YouTube is I can always look back on the time when, you know, it was nothing but a memory. So not only is it neat to share current events, but also reflect on past events on the channel. I actually have greater plans for the brand Enthusiast. I don't want to give away any details right now because I'm still kind of doing my due diligence research, but I actually do plan to build another business that is kind of going to be a trifecta to not only YouTube but Enthusiast, and there's going to be this new incumbent that's going to come into the process. I still have a good amount of work to do, but you know, to anybody out there that's still considering starting YouTube or doing whatever it is that your heart's telling you that you were meant to do, I just encourage you all to go out and just make it happen. Start to act. Don't say you want to, say that you're trying to, because that will get you to where you want to go, and that will ultimately allow you to learn the things that you need to ultimately go to where you want to go and accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. So let's actually get into the title of the video now, guys. It's something that, you know, I've wanted to try and avoid talking about now for a while, and I thought that I was getting pretty lucky, but it seemed like that luck is kind of starting to dissipate. Over the course of the last month and a half, I've had a lot of encounters regarding the wheels on the truck, you know, and considering the stance and the offset and ultimately how wide the wheels stick past the fenders. Now, a little bit of history, guys, is I've had wide wheels on this truck for 2.5 years. Literally a month after I purchased it, I put my first set of 20x12s on the truck with 305/55s. They stuck out a few inches past the fender wells, and I only got pulled over one time. And I put my set of 22x12s on with 35s, 13-inch wide tire. I had never once gotten stopped with those. And then I went to 14 wides, which is, you know, obviously significantly wider wheel with a significantly wider tire, the 355, which is a 14-inch wide tire. And the truck's obtaining a lot more of the kind of attention that I don't want it to. Of course, there's a lot of great attention. It's helped me to really kind of create an exclusive looking truck, which obviously makes this thing very unique, and I think that's part of the reason that a lot of guys confide in my abilities to continue to provide you content that you watch and enjoy. So, you know, I've had a few encounters with, you know, with the law regarding the stance of the truck now over the past month and a half, and this month and a half is like the 80-20 rule. So 80% of my encounters with the law have literally been in 20% of the time. Just once you get to a certain point with offset, it's not like you ever want to digress. I'm not trying to complain, guys. It's just kind of a bummer when you have your dream build and then you're almost being forced to switch it. So with that said, to anybody that's out in the audience right now that has a set of 22x12s and has been considering maybe converting up to a set of 22x14s, give me a buzz, guys. I mean, I'm definitely open and willing to entertain any kind of inquiries for trade. Obviously, any trade considerations would probably have to be backed by some sort of cash to offset the value of the 14 wides to the 12 wides, but all of my information is in the description below. You guys can shoot me a message on Instagram, or you can shoot me an email, which is dirtymax@gmail.com. To get in touch with me, I will entertain any trade offers, but it has to be something of equivalent kind of prestige. You know, ultimately I want another forged wheel, preferably specialty forged, American forged. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much as always for tuning into the channel. Really looking forward to actually getting back into this vlogging sequence because I did feel very disconnected over the course of the honeymoon. What's nice about having this online connectivity is I was always able to kind of chime in and engage with some of you guys, but still yet really looking forward to getting back into the scheme of things with the channel. I have a lot of other plans for not only the truck but the channel and enthusiast and everything else that's going on. So to my like league out in the audience, be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe squad, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. To any new non-subscribers to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. You guys can become part of the subscribe squad. That way you guys can continue to follow along for the next videos and all the uploads to come. We'll see you guys in the next upload.